Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Miguel Rosario, and I'm with ManSec's Center for Complex Cyber Solutions. Today, I'll be taking you through a demo of SOAR, or Security Orchestration, Automation, and Response. I'll be that in our Advanced Cyber Range environment, and I'll start by accessing software-defined infrastructure. I will navigate to our Representative Enterprise Network, which is called SOARbank.com. And bank.com is comprised of a DZ. It's got an application with an application firewall, as well as an internal network made up of a corporate and financial LAN, and then a data center. Once into the environment, I'm going to access the user interface for the SOAR tool, and I'm going to log into it. And we're using Phantom, and Phantom is a Splunk product. Recently acquired by Splunk a little over a year ago, and it's one of the applications that we are evaluating in our independent research and development effort that we are performing. And so what I'd like to take you through here is the execution of a playbook, and I'm going to show you the playbook that we're going to execute before we execute it. And basically, it's called GPL test. Very simple playbook. It's got a couple of actions, and the actions are indicated by these rectangles. And it's got a couple of decision points, which are these diamonds, as well as user prompts. So we'll start off with an event. We'll use one of our applications, in this case MaxMine, to geolocate the IP. We'll have a decision whether or not it's a U.S. IP address. And then the appropriate SOC analyst will be prompted, and if they want to block the IP, if it's a non-US, they'll make their decision yes or no. If we block, we're going to move forward to the block IP and end the playbook. If we don't do it, we're just going to end the playbook. A couple of things here about the playbook editor for Phantom is that if you wanted to edit a playbook, you can pick the individual artifacts or fields that you want to edit, as well as Python code. And if you'd like to actually modify the code, they allow you to do that. Now, the good thing is you don't need to know Python to be able to use Phantom. So the UI is very intuitive, as is the debugger, and it will allow you to do that. In this case, more just to familiarize you with the concept of what a playbook looks like, and now back to the dashboard. In the dashboard, you can see a couple of widgets, and widgets represent open events by status. In this case, we have the return on investment summary, and tells you how much money you've saved by implementing SOAR, or how much time you saved. In this case, you haven't executed a lot of events in the test environment. It's a smaller number than we'd have in a production environment, but mathematically, the percentages, some vendors claim you can create 100% return on investment by using SOAR, and thus far, we've seen no reason to doubt them. So from this page, we can go to and events or new events, and this will pull up our most recent events. So here we'll see we have a suspicious activity detected on 10.10.20.104. So we're going to dig a little bit deeper into that individual event, and specifically, we're going to see when we look at the artifact that the destination address of 146.0.72.139. So we run a playbook on that. So hit the Run Playbook button, and we're going to look for our JPL. And it's going to pull up our JPL test, and then we're going to add that. So see the actions that are being taken here, and we see that MaxMine geolocated the IP address and found that it was coming from the country of Netherlands. And we see prompt, and it's not answering, direct your attention up here to this little bell, which tells us, hey, you got something to do. So we'll select the prompt, and it tells us, do you want to block this non-US IP event 764? So we'll select a response. In this case, we're going to say, yes, we do want to block it. And we could delegate this task, but in this case, we're going to leave that as is, and we're going to complete this. Now, you see that the prompt, we've got a checkbox now because it's completed and the block IP function running. And now see that that non-US IP has been blocked. We'll do one last test just to make sure that everything went according to plan. So we'll actually log into the device that was simulating the block. And, it'll take a second for the prompt to show up, but as we get in there, we'll be able to look at the IP tables for the device and see that it performed a block. This would be similar to something that you would do with a firewall. And there are for management firewall, Cisco, ASA firewalls, Palo Alto, and pretty much anything that's out there, Fortinet. So we'll elevate to root, and that will run an IP tables, and we should see the first item that comes up, shows blocked by Phantom or dropped by Phantom, and see 146.0.72.139 was add Phantom, and it correlates to the IP that we just blocked. So just some of what you can do with Phantom. I hope this was I hope it was helpful, and I hope it gives you just kind of an idea of just how easy it is to use technologies to automate your incident response functions.